This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's so great to be here helping you with playing the guitar. In this video, I'm going to go over another strumming pattern for cut time. So in the last video, I explained what cut time is, and we learned a strumming pattern that works well for cut time. So here in this video, we're learning another great option for cut time. With this strumming pattern, we'll work it a little bit together with a couple exercises, then we'll jam on some songs, you, me, and the band, using this strumming pattern. It's going to be great. This video does accompany lesson 14 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. We're starting out on page 86 in the book where cut time is explained. This is strumming pattern letter D there on page 86. Okay, so this strumming pattern goes 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, if you've been going through the lesson series, this is a really familiar strumming pattern. We've used it a lot for 4/4 time. As I explained in the last video, the real difference between 4/4 time and 2/2 time, or I should say the only real difference, is whether we're filling the song with 4 beats per measure or if we're filling it with just 2 beats per measure. One of the big things that can influence that is the tempo of the song. The faster we go, a lot of times the easier it is to feel that song in 2, and the slower we go, a lot of times the easier it is to feel in 4. Now that's not an entire principle that stretches across every piece of music there is. Sometimes the groove that's used to play something slower is still better felt in 2, or sometimes the groove that's being used to play something faster is sometimes better felt in 4. But essentially, that is one of the major differences that we'll see, whether a song's being played in 2 or 4. So like there on page 86, you've got This Old Man. So if it was like, this old man, he played the drums or whatever. I didn't quite use the lyrics there. But if it was something really slow, it's much easier to feel in 4 instead of this old man. It's harder to feel in 2. But once we take it faster, this old man, it's harder to feel in 4. This old man, he played one, he played knick-knack on my drum. It's much easier to feel faster that way in 2. So that's really the only difference. So what we're going to be doing here with this strumming pattern that is so familiar to us in the lesson series is we're going to be playing it at a much faster tempo than we have played strumming patterns at before. So we can just warm up there a little bit. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up. Should be really familiar. But what we want to do is start taking it faster, where we can feel things 1, 2, 1, 2 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this is the trick as we go faster. First, we've got to stay relaxed. You got to keep that strumming arm completely relaxed. So it can be really helpful to just do strumming patterns as slow as you need to where you can feel relaxed through your whole arm, shoulder, hand, wrist, all of that. And then gradually speed it up, trying to maintain that relaxed feel. The other thing that happens the faster we go is that we tighten our strumming stroke. So instead of having a big, wide strumming stroke, it gets tighter and sometimes even gets to just being in mainly the wrist, because we can do a lot tighter stuff with the wrist than we can do with the whole arm. So if you have 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up. You just want to try and get that going faster. And the faster you can get it going, great. Of course, we're not going to go too fast yet in the lesson series, but that's what we want to do. Now, the first song that we'll be jamming on together uses the practice progression number 10 from page 94. So you can turn to that page if you want to, but we're going to have E, A, and B7. Those are the chords that are used in that strumming pattern, or not that strumming pattern, but that practice progression. So the song uses that practice progression. So let's just go ahead and warm this strumming pattern up using those 3 chords. So we'll do an E chord, an A chord, a B7 chord, and then we'll come back to the E. So we'll have 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up. Let's go at that tempo first. 1, 2, ready, and... that as much as you need to. Let's try a little faster. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So you got 1, 2, 1, 2. to really challenge yourself with and aim for. So you're going to want to work on that strumming pattern at a faster tempo. Now we're going to go ahead and plug it in with the songs that we're going to be jamming on. So each of these two songs are going to happen at a slower tempo and a faster tempo. I'll give you a little bit of relief there. Practice it at two different tempos. We're going to be starting with that practice progression number 10 on page 94, playing a song that uses that progression. And then on page 86, we got This Old Man, which is number 2 there. We're going to play that song. With that song, it goes through it 4 times. So we're going to do all 4 verses. It's going to be fun. Now, each one of these, I said, will happen at a slower tempo and a faster tempo, so you can practice those. If you are really struggling to play the songs at either of these tempos, you're going to want to mute those strings and just practice the strumming pattern. Try to keep it relaxed. Then you can start working in those chords. And for This Old Man, if you want to work in the singing, you can work that in too. All right, it's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and jam together.
This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my drum with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played two. He played knick-knack on my shoe with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played three. He played knick-knack on my knee with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played four. He played knick-knack on my door with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my drum with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played two. He played knick-knack on my shoe with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played three. He played knick-knack on my knee with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played four. He played knick-knack on my door with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home.
All right, I hope you're having fun with this. I hope it's helpful to you as we continue with the next few videos coming out that go with lesson 14. We're going to be working on 6/8 time. So that's something new. We haven't worked on 6/8 time before. We're going to start working on 6/8 time. It's going to be great. Take care. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.